We are ready here for the under-12 black division between Football Lab West in the turquoise colour on our right, playing to the left-hand side, and on our left in orange and blue are the Edge Academy. This will be a nail-biting final, semi-final I should say, and they'll both be wanting to place their names and shirt numbers in the final here for commentary. And I know that there's another semi-final going on the far side, and that's kicking off at the same time. And we're here with Lab on the ball straight away from the kickoff. Excellent pressure by Rory Parks, but it's Lab keeping possession early and have a break down the left-hand side. Early ball comes in. Nice little touch there. Comes out to Parks, and it will be cleared by Julian Chada. Coming back towards Chada again. Slight push off the ball, and the referee will be ready for a physical game here, and we will be ready to give you the names and the players very, very shortly, as Leo Hadassin plays a ball on the left-hand side. Can't be kept in by Emmanuel on the far side, and it will be a throw-in for Football Lab. I did speak to the boys in turquoise just earlier on. They're excited about being on camera, and you'll be able to view it on Podge's punditry. They don't have numbers on the back of their shirts, nor names. So I did get some physical features, and I will try and decipher between the haircuts and shoes, etc. as the match goes on. I do have the names and numbers for the Edge players, and I will be naming them very, very shortly. It's been an entertaining start, and I haven't really gotten a second to do that. In goals, number 1 is Eddie Fanning for Edge. It looked like it was going to be a goal kick. It's actually a corner. We'll come back to it in a second as the ball comes in. Back post and a chance for a shot saved by Fanning, who has signed with the MacArthur Bulls recently. Another player, Baz Assad, number 10, has scored 2 goals for the MacArthur Bulls under 13 just this morning. He loves his football, and so does Parks down the right hand side, trying to break, and he will get a throw in on the right hand side. Great pressure at this under 12 level so far. Excellent football, coached really well. Excellent coaches on both sides, and just the pure talent being shown here, and an excellent effort there. I assume that is by Baz Assad, looking for his hat-trick for the day. Keeper plays it long. Hadassin gets a touch on it, and Fanning takes it brilliantly. Many keepers wouldn't react to that and let that just go out of play. Not Eddie Fanning. Lucas Alessi plays it back to Fanning, to Hadassin. Plays it back again to Lucas. Gets a nice touch over there to Emmanuel on the left-hand side. Plays it towards Parks, but it's just too big for him, and taken by the Lab keeper, who disperses really well, and it'll come back to Parks. Parks has a loose touch, but he works back brilliantly to try and get it. It's a great challenge, but it's the other side of the referee, and I can understand why he has called that. Rory will just have to accept that and move on. Good challenge from the camera's point of view. We will have a free kick for Lab in a dangerous position. Good effort and a good save by Fanning, and the rebound does come to Lab on the right hand side, trying to put in a cross. Great slide there by Emmanuel, and it will be another corner. This is entertaining. You don't need me to talk at all. Missed, but taken on the second time by Leo Hadassin. Back to Chada, and Hadassin will clear it towards Rory, and he'll be in a one-on-one with the keeper, who reads it really well and comes out and wins that. And Fanning will look to take that as well. He punches it. Emmanuel does well on the far side. Parks getting his shirt pulled. Baz Assad trying to block, and he does get a little block there, and it will be another shot, and another excellent save from Fanning. Cracking stuff in goal so far for the number 1 from Edge. He plays a long ball to Rory. Can't win that, and it will be a throw in on the right hand side. Hadassin loses it. Lucas Alessi tries to come back and win that one. Can't, and it's 1-0 to Lab. two little tiny mistakes lead to the first goal for Football Lab, and that's 1-0 up for the boys in turquoise at this early stage. 5 minutes or so gone. Parks to kick off. Alessi steps over nicely, back to Hadassi. He's got a cracking left foot on him, you'll remember that. Parks tries to turn and get past a couple. Still Parks on the ball. Worked very hard, but there was too many shirts in turquoise there to take on. Can't link up with Baz Assad, but it's danger on both sides here. Julian Chada. Chada is in the box, and he will win a corner on the right hand side. And take it himself. Chada looking for options. He's got Hadassin in the middle and Emmanuel. Towards Hadassin. Keeper does get a touch on it. Lucas Alessi! Keeper may have got a tiny touch on that, but what a cracking effort. Comes back to Julian. He's got a little kick there. Trying to turn. Doesn't get a free kick, but he will get a throw in on the right side. Chada got runners outside him. We've got Parks, who receives the ball and turns it to Bas Assad, who's got a man outside him, trying to find space himself, gliding through there, comes back to Parks. And they're putting on massive pressure now, and another shot and a deflection. Keeper was gone wrong, as sometimes happens with a deflection, and that will be a corner, but Ed's piling on the pressure after going down 1-0. Manuel finds Lucas Alessi and he gets his head on it, but not enough, and it will go out for a goal kick. Gives us a little bit of time to talk about Football Lab West. Lorik is their coach over there on the far side. I believe he's looking at this side as well. They're playing in 2 semi-finals. In goals for them was supposed to be Caden. That has changed over, I believe. Caden is playing on the other pitch, and we don't know who that other goalkeeper is. We've got Riley, who's in the blonde hair, and that ball comes towards Julian Chada. We have Johnny, who is got a black chain. There's Caden, who's got a gold chain. Rohan is the winger we can see with the white boots just near us here. George is another winger. Jaden is the centre back, who's got the haircut just today. And Taylor is the tall player. Possibly the change of keeper, as Julian Chada keeps it in play there and doesn't go out of play. And Lab looking to break with a gorgeous touch from their striker, who plays a nice ball across it. It is 2-0 to the boys in turquoise. They've played on 2 counter-attacks and they're 2-0 up in this semi-final. Lorik does turn around. Possibly Oliver, who's got that goal, and we have a miss whistle here, a false start, and it is 2-0 as Leonardo, I believe, comes on the number 9, Leonardo Buchanan, who is a quality player for Edge. You can hear the Lab animated coach there on the far side. He is a quality coach, but like myself, treats it as the most important thing in the world, as Lab make a change, a double substitution. 2 goals up, 2 subs changed. Emmanuel tries to win that ball. Edge are fighting for every little thing, and they don't need to panic at all at this point. It's a good challenge, but still in control. Our Lab on the right hand side, nicely cleared by Hadassin. Fanning just lets it go out of play. Fanning plays a long ball towards Buchanan, who tries a little flick on. He's replaced Parks, by the way. Nice throw there towards Baz Assad, and Julian Chada will try and win that one. He's in a good bottle. Baz does very well to slide in and get a touch on that. You can hear the coaches both animated on both sides, the Edge and Lab side. This is so important to them, as that may have got a little touch on the way. The referee wasn't in a good position to see that. As the ball comes back to Fanning. And Edge are playing into a little bit of a wind here. That's sometimes easier, sometimes harder. Depends what part you are from. If you're from Maruba around Heffron Park, you know well how to play with the wind, or from the west of Ireland like myself. As Buchanan tries to turn, he's got excellent step overs there, and he's still on the ball. It's a good challenge, however. And looking to break, and the ball is still in play, and Chada may have handball, but it comes back to Buchanan. And they're getting bodies behind their Lab. They're defending extremely well. Back to Chada, who's going at pace every chance he can get, but he's hitting that wall of 3 or 4 at the edge of the Lab box every time. Hadassin is trying to dribble through and possibly have a shot. Finds Emmanuel left hand side and puts it in. And he puts it in the back of the all onion bag and really makes a game, a semi-final of this. Has a little word to the keeper on the way. Don't like to see that, but it's all part of the game, I guess. And it is 2-1 with about 11 minutes gone, meaning 2 more minutes to play in this first half, as we'll have a shot from Lab. Goes to the right of Fanning's bar, and he'll get another bar. Thank you to IFA, who are constantly supplying balls over the far side to the referees and players to make these quick games. What a flick from Buchanan, back to Parks. Parks has gone in, but an excellent challenge again from the Lab defender. Not a lot getting past him on that side. Lab make another sub. Not allowed to sub in the last minute. We're not into the last minute yet, as Emmanuel has a little flick, but it just comes back to the keeper. An excellent throw from that keeper, just finds Fanning. Hadassin plays a nice ball down the line, just goes over the line, not the end of the world. Good challenge there, and Parks puts it out of play. Shouts come from the other side, possible foul throw. I do understand that call, but I do understand the referee allowing the game to flow as well. Bazasad tries to turn here, he's under a lot of pressure. Looks one way and goes the other brilliantly, and brought up ball, almost was an excellent ball, but that centre half for Lab has been the best player on the pitch in this first half. Oh, he takes a tug on Parks there, and it's been allowed to play on through. Comes off the back of Buchanan, can't get it under control even with his immense skill. Bassasad gives it a little head forward as we approach almost half time. Maybe one more chance for either side here, as Emmanuel does well on the far side and plays it over the top. That, oh, Rory puts it a little boot there towards the keeper. You don't like to see that, and Assad wins that ball. We do have an injury here, and we do have half time. Again, thank you for Awake Water for sponsoring this video, the finest water in New South Wales. You will be able to purchase Awake Water at awakewater.earth, delivered to your door for $15.50 for 15 litres. We will be back with the second half. It is 2 to Football Lab West and 1 to Edge Academy, whose coach Dan Kitchen is having a word with the referee, possibly about the foul throws. We'll see if the referee clamps down on them more in the second half.